Short return.
Absolutely, and we do know that these two teams.
His ideas and things that he is wanting to see from this team is a bad giveaway by the Kansas City Current, trying to clear it out of the back. Dabinia tracking back to help. Estina Bali minute for Washington this season. And defending against a team today, Kansas City, that has similar skill sets as is an errant one. The Current win it back. Ellie Wheeler from the DC area. As you see, Trinity Rodman, a fantastic Olympic.
When both of these teams are trying to build out, it's going to be important.
Exciting teams and an ownership group, an organization, Lori, that has shown their high aspirations in a number of ways, whether it's been the financial investment with the brand new CP Casey Stadium, some of the aggression that they've shown in bringing in top talent. The WSL final appearance would be a disappointment for Kansas City and for the Washington Spirit.
Well, I think the interesting word that you use there is just the aggressiveness of bringing players in, and even with them being in the...
Rather, still Mateer. Mateer takes it herself, near post. Mateer makes it 1-0 for the Spirit.
They put the home side up 1-0, but interesting enough as well, both of these teams
headed away. We get a look at Trinity Rodman making the start today. The question, Lori, will be whether or not she's on some sort of minute. And the Spirit are rocking and rolling on this Sunday afternoon. Inga with a touch the wrong way. And now the Spirit going the other way. Can they spark another counter?
But more specifically, it's sorry to put them up 2-0, but really right now, just Kansas City Current need to settle down, get all compacted defensively. Really, it's still a high attacking, high powered, utilizing the strengths of this team. There's going to be, it looked like an offside. I know that's going to take time, but we're seeing that quicker than I think a lot of us.
Fall goes right in his world, lead his team to a win today in front of a huge crowd. Sparks something. Shawinga can't bring it down in the box. Rodman again with the defensive efforts.
Mary named Kingsbury. Anyway, Aubrey Kingsbury, right to her.
For all of you didn't know, Lori, one of the candidates for Rookie of the Year, a bright future in this league and with the U.S. Women's National Team.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. Another good look at Trinity Rodman. And, you know, we've talked about World Cup, you talk about Olympic hangover, and because it is not easy to reintegrate players. And when you look at, like, Bethune and Hirschfeld in particular, and then step on the field, and a lot of credit to Trinity Rodman because she played such significant minutes, such...
Here come the Spirit. Here's a dangerous sight. Trinity Rodman plays it back across, no one there. Cook.
Now she's building the attack on this right-hand side right after making that defensive play.
Rodman.
A high-powered attack, and at times, you look around, they have a good mix of players, veterans, experience.
Can't quite clear the area. Kruger again, back post, and it goes just wide.
The ground just stays out of it to get back, and some of that has to do with the Kansas City Current just making it too predictable. They've narrowed the field considerably. It plays right into the hands of Washington's defense.
Toast sends it long to Rodman, and the Spirit with some solid defensive work yet again, and Rodman will get called for the foul.
This from Trinity Rodman, just trying to flick it past, but look at the positioning. Mace does so well. There's a little clip of the heel, and she knows that she has to do well with the positioning, utilizing when they are on the ball for the Kansas City Current. See if that continues, especially as this second half wears on.
It's the lowest of the season. Would you say that that's more of a, we'll hold that thought for just a second here, as here come Washington Spirit. Trinity Rodman, back post! Rodman makes it 3 for the Spirit. And she is feeling good coming off of Olympic gold.
incredibly well throughout the season, not just this game, is finding the wide areas, is finding the extra player, and then getting isolated 1v1. And yes, that's a little bit of a gift because it does go off of Wheeler's leg, but we see Trinity Rodman time and time again get faced up in these positions. She has one thing on her mind, to go to goal, cuts back, gets it on her left foot. There's a little deflection because it's a late challenge to try to get something on it from Wheeler. That's unsavable from an AD Francis, top corner, outside of the little deflection. It feels almost identical of the game-winning goal that we saw from Trinity Rodman.
DiBernardo sends it long, headed away by Rodman, who will let that one roll out of bounds for a Casey throw-in on the far side. You got to wonder how many more minutes Rodman will play in this game.
Well, a deserved goal for her because of the work. We called much more of her name defensively in that first half, helping back Matea in particular, making her life much easier.
And you gotta love Lori, the little hair flip after the goal. Just a player who already has exuded, so those chances would come from who would step up, and well, we got the answer. Triple shot. And there she is with the goal on the day, and 6 now on the season in the NWSL. As for Trinity Rodman, part of a different triple espresso, I guess you could say, with this Washington Spirit side. One of those pieces down on the ground now, Ule Sar, who's picked up some bumps and bruises on a couple of occasions in this game. Players taking a chance now to get a little bit more water and regroup, as we've got so much NWSL action coming up for.
Santos is a fun addition to complement the front line. They almost invite the pressure.
Nice little.
And then bait defenders, then create these opportunities.
Rodman with another strike. See. Important to note that Giraldez, in just 2 regular season games, the Spirit have 7 goals scored.
Break.
So we'll step aside as well for a quick minute to grab a drink of water ourselves. We'll see you back here in just a sec. She makes her presence known in the NWSL. Trinity Rodman, her day is done as well. And hey, another goal for the Trin Spin, who is playing with so much confidence at the moment.